Why is Nvidia, the world's leading AI chip maker, entangled in the US-China trade war? Nvidia, the world's top AI chip maker, is rapidly approaching a $5 trillion valuation thanks to soaring demand for its chips, which power data centers for companies like OpenAI. But its dominance has put the company at the center of growing U.S. China trade tensions. President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs and disputes over rare earth minerals have made Nvidia's advanced chips a key bargaining tool. This complicates Nvidia's relationship with China, which previously accounted for around 25% of its GPU sales. The company has also faced controversy over claims that its products may have helped China evade U.S. export restrictions. Analysts say Nvidia is caught in the middle of a geopolitical and national security battle over AI. CEO Jensen Huang warns that restricting U.S. AI chip exports could ultimately push China to develop its own alternatives. Jensen Huang, 62, is the Taiwan-born co-founder and CEO of Nvidia. Sent to the U.S. at age 9, he studied at Oregon State University and Stanford before launching Nvidia in 1993 as a graphics processing company. Today, Huang is worth around $167 billion and is celebrated as a tech icon in Taiwan. Before Nvidia, he worked as a microprocessor designer at AMD. Nvidia has become the world's leading AI chip provider, powering the massive data centers that support modern artificial intelligence. The company's GPU architecture has become essential for AI developers, driving explosive demand. Nvidia plans to invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI, supplying advanced data center chips by 2026. But competition is rising. AMD announced that OpenAI will use 6 gigawatts of AMD chips for new data centers. Nvidia says it welcomes competition and will continue earning developers' trust with the best technology stack. Nvidia has become deeply entangled in U.S. China trade tensions because its advanced AI chips are now seen as strategically crucial. Washington has restricted China's access to American technology to slow Beijing's AI progress, and President Trump expanded those restrictions in April by blocking sales of chips like Nvidia's H20. China responded by limiting its purchases of U.S. chips, escalating the trade dispute. The White House later shifted course. In August, Trump approved renewed chip sales to China in exchange for a deal where Nvidia and AMD would give 15% of their China revenues to the U.S. government for export licenses. This agreement would again allow China access to Nvidia's H20 chips. But Beijing remained dissatisfied, and tensions have continued to grow, with China expanding its import restrictions and Trump threatening a 100% tariff on top of existing ones. Meanwhile, the Commerce Department is investigating whether Singapore-based Megaspeed helped China circumvent export controls to access Nvidia's chips. Nvidia denies wrongdoing and says Megaspeed's operations comply with U.S. rules. However, Nvidia's H20 chips have been linked to China's advanced AI model, DeepSeek, raising further concerns. Experts warn that overly strict restrictions could backfire by motivating China and other nations to accelerate their own chip development.